my god, it works. Discord works. What? Mm. Whoa, whoa.
Just like this is pulled back, and then everything over here is like doing
Both
this.
sides, like,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like this is the year for growing hair out.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm kind of accidentally also growing my hair out.
You
Mostly
have such
because
long hair, Hallie. How long are you gonna grow it?
it's honestly, I really do want to get it cut, but I don't want to spend the money to get my hair cut.
That's fair. If
I'm with
you're
you.
conveniently here when my mother's here, she will cut your hair. I say as she's in the kitchen.
I love that. It's awesome. Yeah, definitely
I did
started
this
out with like I don't want to. It definitely started out with like I don't want to pay to get a haircut, and then life got really busy, and I'm like, then I got to the point where I was like, well, now it's kind of doing a thing
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
like doing okay, and so just see what happens. I love the haircut that you have, Stella. I thought at first you just had your hair
Thank
pulled back
you.
because of the headphones, and then I like saw the little
Yeah,
bits, and I was like, oh my
no.
god,
Oh yeah, that is different. Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
Oh.
so cute. We do have similar hair right now. I love
Yeah.
that.
You do, yeah.
I
I
love
just cut my bangs last night, actually.
nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they look good.
They were really long. They were like down to my eyelids,
Oh
and I was
god,
like,
that
it's
would
time to
drive
do
me
something.
insane.
Because sometimes what I
Yeah,
can
no, they
do is
look
I can
cute.
just like wet them and then take a Denman brush and like roll them up. They just kind of like lift at the roots and then they don't hit my eyelids. But they just didn't look good anymore.
No.
And now they look like bangs again because they're not wispy
they're
and
back.
stringy.
Action.
Back in action, baby.
Yeah.
My stream.
Yeah, I have a goal of being able to do like. It's been fun to be able to like do things with my hair again. Because I've had it short for so long that it was like that's the style, and you can do it left or right or up.
Yeah,
And I was
honestly.
like, yeah, so it's kind of fun to be able to do even just little bits. Oh, here you go. We got the.
Why are the White Walkers coming?
Oh, I love it.
Did I miss something in the group chat? Why are the White Walkers coming?
White Walkers?
I don't know. I missed a picture, and then Hallie said that the White Walkers are coming.
Hold the phone. Where did Discord? Is
I
it in the
don't know.
Discord?
No, it was in Snapchat. Hallie, why are the White
Oh,
Walkers
I
coming?
literally have not been on Snapchat in
Oh.
a long time.
Because that's like, you know, you see the crows when there's a white.
The murder. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. At first, when I watched the video, I didn't realize it was in the sky. I thought there was just like flecks on the window, but then I like realized it at the end of the video, and then I watched it again. I was like, holy shit, that's a lot of birds.
Oh, what was going on with the Adventure Zone or like Mabim Bam? I saw something about it in the Snapchat, but I missed it.
Yeah, Haley went up to Vermont with her boyfriend this weekend, and
yeah, she did.
She just sent like a video of them driving down the road, and I was like, I hear Griffin McElroy's voice in the background. I was like, are you listening to Taz?
I love that. That's so funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I listen to their stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Taz, Mabim Bam. I was on a streak with Wonderful for a while.
Yep.
Those are like the big three ones, but
I listened to like a few different like seasons of Taz, and then listen to Mabim Bam sometimes. Most recently listened to their episode on the naming of 2024.
Good old Fungalore.
Which was really fucking weird this year. They really went off the rails with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got to that, and I was like, I did like laugh out loud when they said the name, and then they like when all the other ones were just kind of like, oh yeah, that's funny, but then they like kept going, and I was like, oh my god, they can't make this one the one, and then they did.
What is
I love
the
it.
genre of like music that they do? I've never heard of the band, so I don't know.
So it's they're podcasters. Oh, you're muted.
I'm dumb.
No, it's okay.
I thought it was music.
You're muted and dumb.
I'm so sorry.
Stop! Oh my god.
No, it's The Adventure Zone and My Brother, and Me. And it's like My Brother, and Me is three brothers, and it's like a comedy advice podcast, and they also do bits.
They're really funny.
They're really funny.
Yep.
And like then the Adventure Zone is the same three guys and their dad. And they play different, like they started out with D&D, but they play like different genres.
Yeah, like they did a Monster of the Week one once.
We got our first viewer in the chat, baby.
Hey,
Seth really knows more about these than I
Seth,
do.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Who is Earth Lettuce?
That is Kyle Cassidy.
Oh wait, like
Yeah, your boy. He's
Kyle Cassidy, who I graduated high school with.
Yes, I was talking to Haley about it. I was like, you know who shows up to every fucking stream prepared? It's fucking Kyle Cassidy.
It's literally
So
always there.
He says the
Is he the
one
first
and
one
only.
here tonight?
Huh?
Is it him? Is
Yeah.
he the number
Yeah,
one?
that's him.
He said,
Hey, Kyle.
who barely graduated with you?
Oh my god, that's
So
too
funny.
funny.
Yeah, I've known Kyle for a minute.
Yeah, I guess so. That's really funny. There,
Hey.
the McElroys also. I don't think they do this anymore, but Monster Factory.
I
like-
see one every now and again.
Yeah, are they still making them?
They
Like-
do like they don't do them consistently anymore, but they do them like every once in a while. But those are so fucking funny.
They're so funny. So what they will do is they'll basically take like a video game and go into the character creator and like min-max all of the like things on the character creator. And
Is
it's
this Monster
so
Factory?
funny.
Hmm.
Yep. I love that.
Yeah,
Literally
they did.
5 seconds of it. I'm like, I know what that is.
Hallie, Kyle says that he almost didn't graduate.
Oh, really?
I didn't know if you knew. I'm also puzzled.
I didn't. I guess I didn't.
If
know
you've
that.
never watched Monster Factory, watch the Fallout 4 ones.
Yeah, the final. Is that the final?
That's the
Pam?
final.
The final
Pam,
Pam
yeah.
is
It's like probably the most well-known one. It's incredibly funny.
Oh,
It's a good one.
he almost didn't attend graduation. Well, Kyle, you always say that you peaked in 4th grade, so I don't know what you meant.
I freaking love that.
But he works
It's
on
so
helicopters, so he obviously is
Like,
smart.
it's fine.
I peaked at birth.
I peaked at birth.
I feel
That's
like
a big day
working
for
on
me.
helicopters is like peak.
Like I
Yeah.
was almost
Hmm.
suspended during the graduation ceremony. What did you do? Hit a kid?
Not a child.
Who did you fight?
Wait, is he typing all this in the chat? I need to get on
Yeah,
the
he's
chat.
in the stream right now.
I need to get on the chat.
They
so I
cut
can
my
s-
suspension a
I
day
can
short.
Stop having this one-sided conversation.
Is that on the way? Is that the same day that you got a speeding ticket while trying to go to court to pay another ticket?
Stop.
Am I spilling too
No.
many beans?
Oh my god.
Twofer.
God damn.
Beans have been spilled.
No, it was not. It was drugs? What? No, I doubt it was
God.
actually drugs, you maniac. Unless it wasn't, then that's cool. Drugs are cool.
Yep.
kids.
Y'all are wild.
Y'all are wild.
Wow.
Y'all had more exciting lives than I did.
I'm with
Yeah.
you.
I
For
didn't
real.
know
Exciting.
them.
Like,
Criminal. Eh.
I mean, Kyle and I would just set shit on fire. Like that's really all we did.
fair.
Nothing like bad.
Arson is great.
Arson is so much fun.
Oh man.
All
Well,
right,
thanks
gang.
for being a supportive watcher and listener, Kyle.
Yes, so,
Yes.
as always, Kyle.
We
I
appreciate
know, like
it.
Will and I tuned into your Wednesday stream last week. You playing Baldur's Gate. And I was like, "There's Earth Lettuce again." I'm like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Who is this man?
Who is this man?
Whomst.
Oops, indeed.
I would like to be horse girl again.
Yes, you are. We'll jump right into it then. After we do these little superlatives.
Yay!
Yeah, we got all of the
Oh my
answers.
God.
So, gang, getting into the anachronistic superlatives that I sent out to the party. Just a couple questions relating to sort of modern pop culture and lifestyle choices that our fine heroes of the Cluebridge Six may or may not be very heavily skewed towards. So, the first superlative, most likely to get drunk on mimosas.
That's not me. Nope.
Heavily with three out of five, our very own Air Genasi Zephyrus.
Woo!
That deserves a golf clap for sure.
Wait, where's
Very,
the
very accurate. Having a grandfather who
Oh.
hangs out on, one of the mountains of Elysium, it tracks. It fully tracks.
What else are you gonna do?
Secondary, or second is a duo tied together
Wow.
for the two most likely to do CrossFit. We have Grog and Azilia.
Wow.
that checks out?
It tracks. It
That
tracks.
genuinely tracks.
I can see
Tracks.
both of them being just really genuine about like it in like a good
Mhm.
way, not in the like rub it in your face way, but like
Yeah.
Do you
just
want to join
very
my,
happy to be
my
there.
social medias across my weight loss program?
Oh God,
Join my
would
CrossFit?
would Grog post about it on social media?
But he wouldn't be like a dick about it.
Yeah,
He would take the black and white like tricep photos from the gym mirror, and he'd
Mm,
just be like, gains, and that'd be it.
yeah. Okay, well, keeping
only
in
thing I've
line
ever
with
done
that
with
social
Whole
media,
load.
the next one was most likely to join a multi-level marketing scam. Another tie between Grog
What the
and
fuck,
Ada.
guys?
And Ada.
Yes. Fantastic.
Correct.
I
Yeah.
said that because for Ada, because that time that Zool was like, "That's definitely a trap," and Ada's like, "I'm gonna hit it with my boomerang anyway."
A legendary that lives
so
rent free in
true.
my head.
Same
true.
kind
Yes.
of like,
Yes.
no, it's definitely a scam. Yeah, but you can really make a lot of money, and you get a car at the end.
But I just have to get 7 people into my downstream, and then every 7th person that they get, and it's like, my girl.
We're helping each other.
She's
It's
doing her best.
But it looks
amazing.
like fun.
Yeah. For sure. Okay. After that, we have most likely to say they're a girl boss. 3 out of 5 for our lady with the tiger, Azilia.
Yes.
Wow. Ow. True. Facts.
Hell yeah. Just a woman who grew up in the woods, fully immersed in the girl boss culture. Incredible. And of course, most likely to have a Twitch stream, Grog.
Well,
No fucking way. What?
3 out of 5 of your
Bro.
companions.
Yo, thanks for joining me on this awesome Twitch stream. Thanks for liking and subscribing every week.
Aw.
Incredible that Azilia did not even get a vote in there, which is that tracks.
Let us say I
Um,
never would have guessed.
Most likely to have a favorite sports team, 3 out of 5 votes. Also, Grog.
Yeah.
As Cluebridge 6's #1 athlete and knows all about sports, you know.
Obviously.
I've got the Twitch stream. I would join the marketing scam. I've got it all.
Just
You're just
really,
like the ultimate bro.
yeah.
Just call me Chad.
It's giving big Chad energy.
Ch-
It's funny, one of my friends has a brother named Chad. And when he told me about him, he was like, he's literally like what you would expect from a Chad.
Hell yeah.
Like, exactly. And I thought that was like the funniest thing.
My dad
That's-
had 2 workers for him at the same time that were Chad and Brad,
Oh,
and
hell
they
yeah.
worked for and they worked
Yo.
for my dad. So that was fun. It was like Chad,
Brad,
Brad,
and
and my dad.
Dad.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Love
Ah,
it.
love that for them. Okay, so the next one, we're switching tracks a little bit. We're going into most likely to be a vegan. in this day and age, and the person that you would absolutely be seeing always ordering that fresh salad. 3 out of 5 votes for Ada. And second, a close
Yes.
second, is Azealia. Just
Oh,
those two got the
well,
votes
that
in
makes
there.
sense.
Yeah,
That
So
makes
a
sense.
we out
close second.
here being vegan.
Eating
Yes.
leaves and
A good
shit.
salad.
I love a good salad.
Love some good leaves.
It's true.
Just love some good leaves. My personal
Leaves are
favorite
delicious.
question that I had to throw in there was most likely to really read trashy romance novels.
Yes.
And we have another tie between Rock and Zephyrus.
Mm.
Our
Oh,
two
that's
world
so
travelers.
cute.
Aww.
I voted for myself.
Yes.
Most likely to write romance novels.
Yeah, right.
Know what I mean?
Oh my god,
Hell
Haley.
yeah. And the third in that was Ada. So of course reading the others' books once they're done.
Yes.
Most likely to go to
Again and
therapy. Another one heavily skewed. 4 out of 5 for Rock. Our most
Aw.
emotionally,
That's so true.
yeah,
To be the most
emotionally stable.
emotionally sound.
The most
Yeah.
woke.
Yep. And then Grog,
Small
of
body, a
course,
lot of emotions.
got 1 vote, which is
Heck
very
yeah.
sweet, I think.
Who got 1 vote?
Grog.
Oh, it's like giving Tony Soprano going to therapy. Honestly.
The fuck
Yeah.
you talking about?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Therapy? I don't need therapy.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's very
love
much
my
so
Mine
like
was
I don't need to go to therapy. I work out.
Yeah, I work out.
Oh my god, someone said that to me recently and I was like,
Yeah. Or the like, I don't need therapy. I meditate for 30 minutes a day and I'm fine. It's like that's not the same,
no,
my
Get my
guy.
anger out on
not.
punching walls.
Uh,
My
Incredible.
superlatives are like getting beefy and leafy.
beefy and leafy. That's
Oh my
basically
god.
Azalea.
Yeah. We do have the you go from CrossFit and then you drink just 7 vegan protein shakes.
Bro, I used to
Hey.
drink those so much when I was in junior college.
Yep.
Oh god.
100%. I mean, that's what I have to do because I can't do lactose. I cramp up and die.
Well, you
Mm.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I could,
No,
and I would just
bro.
feel fucking awful. The
Don't
very
do
last
it.
one is the, of course, little peek into the future. Most likely to become the monarch of the Autumn Court. 4 out of 5 votes for Ada, of course.
terrific.
Yeah.
Yo.
Also, that
Um,
Vote.
was the one vote that didn't.
Tell me.
I didn't vote.
Oh,
I kind of figured it was gonna be the 4 out of 5. I was like, I bet I'll put
Sorry.
this in there, but I bet it's gonna be Stella's not gonna vote for it.
because when I
Just-
saw that, I was like, man, I really just want to vote Araxis for kicks. I was like,
Oh
no,
my god.
Yeah,
You
it's all
guys
good.
didn't have to vote for me. It's okay.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I should probably vote for Derek.
The people have spoken, Ada.
I know. Now I feel like I have to be.
Hey,
Yes.
I mean, we got the Sword of Atlas on the squad. Might as well
Yeah.
have the Royal Archfey of the Autumn Court saving the material
Yes,
plane.
sir.
Amazing. So we I was so happy to go through that. I haven't gone through the other stuff yet, and I'm working on the other questions for you. But the first little thing that I will pose to you guys, which I don't know, did any of you listen into or watch the stream with Seth and Haley when we had our little back and back to back with them. Basically, a small thing that I think it was before Haley got there that I was telling Seth is part of what's going to happen when you guys go to the material plane. You'll have Aaliyah find a spot for you, but part of getting a like castle keep headquarters is that one of you will effectively be taking the title of like lord or lady or liege if you are the non-binary noble title.
Jeez. Cool.
Yeah, so up to you who wants to basically become nobility and have that little bit of a title. Obviously, you can, if you wish, just have one of your NPC friends be like, you take the title and we'll just be your counselors. Otherwise, one of you will basically you'll become a noble house as the figurehead. Pretty much lowest rung, because you're just a bunch of rando adventurers that claimed a castle. That's sort of how it works in the Wild West of Salandran, sort of.
Hmm.
So, just something to think about. But off the top, anyone super into being noble and creating their own house?
Trying to think of who it would make sense for in their backstory.
I low-key want Rock to become a noble.
Yeah,
but
I
that's
kind of feel like
okay.
Rock is my vote. If we can vote,
I'd be
that would
down.
that would be fun.
I think that would be
Leader of a
sick.
noble house.
Yeah, that would be so cute.
I know. Rock would be like the best noble, like Heike.
Oh my gosh, do they get a new wardrobe?
So
I mean,
fancy.
you get like a circlet and stuff.
Oh
And you'll
damn.
yeah,
Oh,
and you'll basically
Jewelry.
you'll basically be assigned by the like kingdom at large, like the country will assign you what's called an auditor, who's basically just going to show up and be like, "Hey, you're a noble now. Here's like a packet to fill out." Uh,
it's like a homeowner's guide.
Yeah, the welcome
it's
pack.
pretty much that. Because yeah, when you basically it's like you struck gold, now you're in charge of this thing.
Hmm.
Good. Yeah. Uh, so cool. So I'll keep that in mind that Rock will take that on to be a new noble house in the country of Ushane. Cool. That's that for now, but now we can move into our little backstory one shot that we had going on, wherein we last time were together had gone a little bit back in time from the Cluebridge Six, way back a little over 100 years to a young Ada in the Feywild at a celebration at Wormstone Abbey, which is this very nice abbey in the middle of the Ever Orchard. In the autumn court, a beautiful, sort of like serene orchard that goes around it, very orderly rows. Lots of people there for this celebration of Ulsana, Ada's mother, who has made this wonderful magical tapestry that you have all been invited because Ulsana and Ada had gone to your various townships and villages to gather like magical threads, spider silk, like golden cocoon threads, like feathered tears of a Ladrin princess, things like that. So you have all gathered. You were all sort of like harangued from different places to deliver a final invitation to Granny Gumdrops, a witch that apparently didn't receive her invitation. And it was absolutely necessary for her to be here as one of the guests of honor. You were able to go out and find her and tracked her down through some various like weird little fey forest adventures through a skill challenge and then made your way to this sort of sickly tree that she was tracking. You were able to take down the tree, had this sort of like black, like sick rot thing that escaped into the underbrush. Uh, Heidi, I believe, was almost able to catch it in like her water skin, but it sort of like slipped out, and this strange like thing disappeared. But you made your way back to uh, the Abbey with Granny Gumdrops. And upon returning, you made your way into the grand hall where the tapestry was being revealed. And as it was revealed, you saw this majestic tapestry that shows the history of the Feywild all the way from the elven gods leaving the material plane, the creation of the Feywild, the construction of the wellspring overhead that gives life and magic to all of the Feywild, the various courts being constructed, and the royal archfey being crowned. And as everyone was just like hushed whispers and gasp and light applause for all of this majesty that's just been revealed, a strange ripple occurred in the fabric of the wellspring of the tapestry, and two small humanoid figures sort of like ripped through this fabric and fell uh, like 10 feet and just kind of like thudded onto the ground. Uh, and we pick up now with these two figures kind of looking up. One is it's a young male, half elf, kind of like dark brown hair, kind of wavy, bright blue eyes. He's sort of in this like noble's finery. Um, and the other is a girl. She has sort of like more like straight, stringy hair, same sort of brown. They looked pretty much to be twins. But she's also wearing this sort of like noble's finery, but more of like riding uh, dress where it's like cut down the middle, rather than just a noblewoman's. And they look to be about the same age as uh, Ada's younger sister, like probably 7 or 8 years old. Very young kids who kind of land and are looking up at this array of centaurs and satyrs and eladrin and a bunch of critter folk, including a 10-foot minotaur. And both of them just start screaming. What do you all do?
Uh,
Uh,
it's okay.
Everything's fine.
I'm a
I
relic.
feel like my character would go up to them and like check on them, I guess, because she's like the one in charge of stuff.
Okay, fantastic. Go ahead and give me a group persuasion as you're all sort of trying to be like, it's okay, with these very small
Wait, can we just real
children.
quick just, like run through basic of like who everybody is, just really fast?
Oh yeah.
Hello?
So I
Yes,
can
absolutely.
remember.
Of course. Uh, yeah, some quick
Pirate.
reintroductions. We'll go from the top of my screen. I'll just run them down. Araxis, give us a little recap of who we see here.
I'm a satyr. Think Mr. Tumnus from the Chronicles Chronicles of Narnia. I had a
Hell
stroke.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm a cleric for those at home.
Awesome. Satyr cleric. Sounds like he's from Boston. I believe he's got a nice big green scarf.
Yes, sir.
Does
Amazing.
it say Celtics on it?
Maybe.
Maybe a 4-leaf clover. Anyways.
Incredible. Next we got Ada. Years ago.
Young Ada.
Young Ada.
Relatively.
Yeah.
Ada.
Young.
Awesome. So this is
Hello?
the OG look with the lavender skin and red hair, I presume?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hello, hello, hello.
Cool. Alien. Who do we see? This other Eladrin
Hello,
who's here.
hello.
Yes. Elian is oh, also an Eladrin, is a warlock. Is kind of like green skin, kind of but also like reds and oranges and browns, like very autumn court like colors. And is, I can't remember the name of the guy.
Your patron?
Yeah,
The abbot.
the abbot of the area.
The abbot of Wormstone Abbey. Who's, I think at this point, as you're all trying to comfort these children, is sort of just lost in just the majesty of the tapestry, fully like not paying attention to whatever is happening with these small children. Morel.
Yes, next is Morel, and she is a young a young centaur girl. She's one of 13 children. She's the youngest of them, and she's pretty good at fighting things. She just kind of fought a Kingsguard and won. It's no big deal or anything. My 12 brothers are very proud.
It's true. We did. That was one thing. You did meet Barian and Shalaria last session,
Mhm.
and Morel unhorsed Sir Barian, the first sword of King Adrin's Kingsguard. So, yeah, incredible. On my screen it says ThinkPad, but Heidi.
ThinkPad.
That threw me off at first because I was like, she named it ThinkPad.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what that.
Change that. I'll change it back in a second.
It's all good. Heidi, who do we see? Hopping over with a
So
clipboard.
Heidi is a monk, rabbit person, Herringon. She is very type A. She's like firstborn in her mother's first litter, but she altogether has 64 siblings.
Oh my god.
Come on, a hoe.
Oh, load.
She's that kind of type A. Very high pitched voice. I feel like doing tonight.
Holy
Sorry.
shit.
Come on.
It does
come
sort
on.
of cut through the mic. It
Yeah.
to a
Alright.
pitch that it won't pick it up. But we do appreciate the high pitched squeaky voice.
And she's kind of like picture like Officer Hops in Zootopia, but like
Hell
a
yeah.
medieval version of them.
Amazing. Awesome. So
Like
we've
a little
got
gray bunny.
so this is our group of Feywild friends that sort of approach this sort of like brother and sister kind of like holding each other just kind of like really freaked out. So I need all of you to roll a group persuasion to try and calm these guys down.
I got a 7.
15.
8.
Okay.
I
I'm
got
too
a
distracted trying to look for the abbot to see what is
Oh
going on
yeah,
with
for
him.
sure.
21.
I got a nat 20. I got a nat 20, so I got a 23.
Okay. Awesome. That fully a couple of you a little bit distracted, but the rest of you are able to calm these guys down. They're very sort of like confused and are sort of like they're talking in common, which you guys know sort of, but it's just like it takes a minute for your brain to switch over, and they're like, we promise we did not do anything. We're not here to cause any trouble. We were just by the painting, and there was, and it's like both of them like stumbling over each other with a strange accent that none of you are familiar with. So sort of hard to understand them. Eventually, you see Boris, the big minotaur, like after a minute when like there's this bit of confusion in this hall, and he kind of says like, all right, everyone, give him some space. And people start to sort of like file out, and the abbot eventually sort of like snaps to and says, oh my goodness, we have visitors. How strange. How very strange. You seem lost, certainly. Very strange. And he turns to Elian and he says, Elian, perhaps take them back to your chambers and find out how they got here, and make sure they don't eat anything or, any of the things that'll make them be stuck here forever. And
This is a test for my microphone. Let me know how it goes.
start like the girl just starts like bawling.
Aw.
Oh, no, it's okay, it's okay. Trying to like give them carrots and lettuce, like the only things I keep in my pocket.
Yeah.
Stop
They
fucking crying.
No, you're
the
okay.
boy like smacks it out of your hand and he says, I will not be stuck here forever. I wish to go home.
Oh no, it's okay, it's okay. We're gonna get you there. It's all right.
All right, fine, very good. And he comes and like is kind of like comforting his sister. They are able to come back to your quarters. Alien, what is the sort of like space that we find that are your quarters that you live in the Abbey?
I'm kind of imagining like as if there was like a huge tree stump that's
Mm.
just kind of been like is kind of hollowed out and like created into like a living situation.
Oh hell yeah.
So it's like rounded. It's got like I think that there's like a lot of books and like plant specimens and like whatever kind like papers are like a little bit scattered. I don't know that it's like uh super to it, but lots
Yes.
very like they're in like a there's an orchard going on, so I'm sure there's like piles of fruit going on and like stuff like that. So
Amazing. So you're able to sort of like usher these two kids back here to your stump. Making your way there. Morel, can I get you to make a perception check for me?
Oh, she's gone.
Oh. Yep. Fully.
Just gone.
Oh,
Hold
no,
on.
nothing there.
Interested?
I just
Wow.
looked up
Okay.
and she was not.
My internet just like crapped for a couple minutes. I don't know. I
Just
think it's back.
Well, this is awkward. Hello? Hello?
Down. They're much more talkative at this point, and seem a lot less freaked out and kind of are sitting there sort of like poking at things. And like the girl doesn't seem as talkative as the boy, but she's much more interested in like just like prodding things. And Alien, I think more than once you have to be like, no, don't stop touching.
God damn it.
Do now that you have these two youths here,
I would like to try to talk to the girl. I noticed that she's a little bit more quiet, and I feel like I'm just like trying to like kind of be like buddy buddy with her, like not talking about like the thing at hand, like be like, so like where are you from? Like like just like asking her questions, like trying to make her feel more comfortable by making small
Sure.
talk, I guess.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll.
I have a +0 to persuasion. 14. That was decent.
14. 14 will do it. She kind of like while her brother is more talkative, you actually kind of break her shell a little bit. And she says, my brother and I would come from one of the eastern kingdoms in on Salandran, where our father is one of the uh, and she kind of like glances um, at her brother and she says, "Her father is the brother to the Archmage, and think he made the magic picture on the wall that we fell through."
Where did you fall through it in the first place?
She kind of bites her lip a little bit, and she says, "Well, it's there is a big mural and the great hall of our castle where we live, and um it was being revealed at the party, but my brother and I wanted to look at it, and then we sort of uh, well, we fell through, and then we ended up here."
Hmm.
It's like a portal.
Uh, Maybe I don't know. We just lifted up the curtain to look because no one was able. We weren't allowed, or our uncle was the one who was painting it, and then they said, "No, you can't look. It's a secret."
So, was
Hmm.
it finished?
Yes, that was there was a big party that they were going
Okay.
to reveal it at the end of the night, but
Yeah.
we wanted to see before everyone else.
Ah, you wanted a little
Ooh.
sneak preview.
Yes.
I see. I see. Okay. That is very interesting. I don't know how that happens.
Well, it I want to go home. I it's very you're very nice, but and she kind of gestures around and you could see like it's such a completely different vibe from like their attire and appearance to the rest of you. It's they are entirely fish out of water. Uh and she's kind of like doing the thing that like kids do when they're kind of like nervous, where she's just like messing with the hem of her like, you know, uh her blouse, and it's starting to get like frayed and stuff. So she's like getting really nervous. Go ahead and give me you guys here low DC, either Arcana or Nature. Um as she's talking about this strange portal that happened.
Ugh, -1 to both of
Oh,
those. Damn it.
Me
well,
too. It was
5.
16.
What would happen if you tried to go back in the tapestry?
I had a
Uh
6.
the girl kind of
Yeah.
shrugs and she says, "I don't know if I can go back in the tapestry. I Are we allowed? Can we go back?" And you would know it would be tricky, but you could certainly try. Um, but those of you that beat a 10, I think that was Araxis and who else? Anybody else beat a
I wasn't
10?
paying-
No?
I got
Okay.
a characteristics.
Sure. Araxis, you know from some of your time being sort of like an acolyte, and you get your magic from one of the gods of trickery. This sounds a lot like you to be a Fey crossing, um, which are doorways that either appear randomly when there's like great magic that intersects in spots on the material plane in the Feywild, where things either are so similar that they sort of come together and create one thing, or there's something that's fabricated by either a Fey creature or a sort of like powerful druid or mage or wizard or something on the material plane to cross over. On a 16, you would know ones that happen like this are sort of little like bursts of magic that will happen. Uh, Hard to replicate that, but you would know that there is probably other Feywild crossings, or not that there probably is. You know that there are other Fey crossings in the Autumn Court throughout.
Mm. Mm.
Okay.
So,
So
That was you that knew that, Araxis.
he's
I'm
got the
so
cinnamon
sorry.
buns.
Yep.
All good.
I was lost in the cinnamon bun.
Mm. Oh, that was
Lost
just
in
a
the
that was a
sauce.
I had no idea it was actually a cinnamon bun.
Yep.
Okay.
I've
It's
been
just what
eating
it
cinnamon
usually
buns.
is.
I've been eating cinnamon buns for the past like couple minutes, so I have blacked out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's
Incredible.
what I thought was happening.
Okay.
Look, they're so
Araxis-
good. I'm so
Araxis
sorry.
remembers this, but is fully just like has 2 handfuls of those kebabs. And once he finishes eating all of them, then he relays that to you guys.
Yep.
save.
Of course. Hey guys,
Incredible.
I'm here.
So-
Up to you how you want to approach this conundrum of probably not going back through the tapestry, but certainly there are other crossings somewhere else in the Ever Orchard.
Well, maybe we could find another crossing and
Mm.
see if we can uncross you from this world.
Yeet.
Uh,
Yeet you all back.
the boy kind of stands up and sort of hands on his hips. He says, "Very good. I like that. Yes, lead the way, please." And he goes over and he takes his sister's hands, and they follow you out. I will say, if you are going to find another crossing, you can either, I would say, it's going to be either survival or I think nature would be the 2. So you could
Fuck,
go
dude.
wisdom or intelligence for this. And this is going to see if you know that. Or I would even say if you want to go to another like archfey here, or one of the like high fae and ask them, that would give you advantage. And just tell me who you're going to.
I don't think Elian's going anywhere without talking to the abbot. You would at least say like, "Hey, we're going."
Okay.
Like,
Great.
Mm.
Yeah, cool. So we'll just jump. Alien kind of escorts you guys through. You find the abbot sort of like in meditation in front of the tapestry. Sort of cracks an eye as you approach, and like ear kicks over and starts like sniffing a little bit, and he says, "Alien, carrots?
of
Greens?"
course. I'm like, look in the one pocket. Like,
Truly.
remember that one's gone because the kids knocked them all out and go to the other one.
Ah, perfect. My favorite warlock. And he like eats it out of your hand and says, so what can I do for you? Oh, you've brought the youths from the material plane. Hello, I'm the abbot. And they're both just like, hello. And like the boy nudges his sister and she goes, hello. Uh,
It's
uh,
okay. He's very nice. Do you want to give him a carrot?
the girl very gingerly takes one and hands it up. And the abbot, although he is like a fully like bipedal thing, he does very gently go down and like takes it out of her hand. And she looks a little bit scared, but then just a little hint of a smile. And he says, so, these youngsters seem to be here. What can I do for you, Elian? You've brought them here to me.
Yeah.
For what purpose?
So we believe that they may have come through a fake crossing here with this image. We're hoping
Certainly.
to maybe find another one, maybe uncross them.
Yes, I haven't left my domain in some time, but certainly, well, uh, Granny Gumdrops would certainly be the one to know where those recent ones are. She is the wide wanderer of these ever orchards. So I could certainly give you my blessing to go beforehand, and perhaps and he does just a little bit of like a spell on these two charms. And he says, "These are for the children to ward them," and he's casting a sanctuary spell on the two children so they can't be targeted by harmful effects. He says these will dissipate once they cross over, but while they're in the Autumn Court, they shall be protected. But if you are to find a crossing, certainly someone who has wandered further than I have, which I have not, of course, left here, and most of the others, unless you have someone else in mind, that would be the person to check with, but you certainly have my blessing to go.
That sounds perfect. Thank you so much. These charms are perfect. And yes, we'll go talk to the next person. Grandmother
Fantastic.
Gumdrops.
Good. Very good. He like bows to you all and goes back into meditation in this grand hall.
Can I ask what kind of creature the abbot is?
Oh, the abbot is a deer folk.
Okay.
Yeah. So looks like a sort of like a very slender minotaur, but only about size of an average human. He's probably like 5'10", but has like little velvet horns instead of like a full stag rack. And has glasses perched on the edge of his snout. The little like pince nez, so he kind of looks down them. And they, of course, magically stay on no matter what. Fantastic. So you guys are able to go out. You see that the festival celebration is still in full swing outside. You are making your way through, trying to find Granny Gumdrops. You eventually run into her at where else? A candy tent where she is fabricating out of like just raw fruits and nuts and berries in just like a big cauldron stirring and then fully conjuring candy as it like sort of fabricates out of this big looks like just like a soup or a stew of uh sort of mush, and is just like handing out candy and sweets and pastries and all this stuff to the people that come up. And so she's just being uh, the sort of classic like witch in front of a cauldron, but it smells divine. Um, as she is in this tent full of foodstuffs. She's there and she says, "Ah, it's you again. What do you want? Candy?" And throws
I'm
candy at
actually
each of you.
need your help.
Oh, yes. What have you done now?
Well, it's nothing we've done. It's a problem. Well, maybe not a problem. That might be rude, but something that's kind of landed in our lap,
Ah,
figuratively and literally.
so something good has come out of all of this. Very good. Do the children want? And like you now look back and you can see like both of the kids are like hiding behind Morel's legs. Uh, fully just like fully just doing the like hiding behind their parents' skirts
Aw.
thing. As the biggest of your company. And she says, "Ah, I see. Perhaps that is the not problem that has landed in your laps.
A little bit.
I see. Do you want me to banish them back to their plane, or?" And she like
Well,
tries to just do that, but you see the spell fails, and she says, "Ah, the abbot has put a protection on them. Well, that makes it more difficult. Hmm. So they probably
so
need a
Banishment is
door.
not exactly what we're looking for.
Hmm. Well, it wouldn't harm them so long as I maintain the spell. It would just banish them back to their original plane. Not to worry, dear. You keep swinging that big sword of yours. Leave the spell casting to the rest of us. But
Hmm.
I presume you need something beyond my magic that I can do here.
well, we were hoping there's maybe a return
Think
exit.
rocking?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Let's see. Well, and she kind of like takes out her ladle and kind of like dink, dink, dink on there. She takes her ladle and sort of like waves it in the air and conjures an image of this like big stone doorway that's sort of like wrapped in vines inside this big sort of just like hedge. She says, "You'll find this doorway somewhat further along. It's protected by a group of brownies, so you might have to sort of beat them off with a stick. They're very territorial, but you should be fine. You've got her with you," kind of gesturing at Morel, and she says, "And if all else fails, you can always just bicker with them to death, and perhaps," and sort of like gesturing at Heidi is like, "Do you have any forms and functions that they can fill out? Because they're very particular about managerial things. So you could always try and distract them with that if
Oh
they're
yeah.
being bothersome."
Yes, I could definitely come up with something.
Good. Fantastic. So you just have to go northward until you reach the dancing stream, and then follow the stream east until you see the hedge. And that should be close enough. And just make sure that they don't get eaten by whatever, and don't let them eat any of the food here, of course, so they'll be trapped forever. And she kind of Oh, yes. You guys would know that brownies are like these annoying little pixies. They're sort of like rats. They're just sort of pests. But they're very like territorial and frustrating. Uh, in that they are they make up for their small size with their large personality. Steal all of your money. Go towards but this
I just
is
only have 6 hit points. So before we go anywhere,
sure. Yeah, we can absolutely call this a short rest while you're taking some time to eat and drink in these festivities. So if you need to roll them hit die, we'll do that and then move off. As you guys are sort of resting and grabbing some food from another tent, another cart nearby, Barian actually comes up to you all, still not. He's taken off his armor now, so he's just sort of like in this like coat. His hair sort of like tied back, sort of like a big kind of like poofy. He's got like the same hair as Ada does. It's sort of like big and wavy. So it's all like tied back, no longer like flowing out of his. Says, I believe they have been traded for these two things, kind of sneering at them. And to you, Morel, he says, it would appear that the other warriors of your kin are not able to find your brother as well. So it would appear that he, out of everyone else who is here, has been taken. But if your brother is with my sister, he should be keeping her in good hands. I fear that they will be stuck on that other plane. So I
Oh,
can give you my
Oh
steed
my.
to make good haste through the woods. Um,
are
and
you
I can
suggesting that I ride another steed? I am a steed.
No, what I'm saying is I can give you my horse and it can carry the rest of you because it is magical. And he
Oh,
like snaps his fingers and casts like greater like find greater steed, summons this like giant like massive horse, and like pulls out just like conjures a saddle with like 4 seats on it and says, take my horse, ride as quickly as you can, find your brother and our sister. I shall maintain a watch here in case they do return, and we shall still be able to send messages to each other, even if you cross to the other plane. And gestures to the little stone sort of like wrist, uh, sort of like the wrist bangle that he and Ada have a matching pair, which are sending stones. So they can once a day communicate with each other. And he says, so if you find her, or if I see your brother or Shalaria, I shall let you know.
thank you.
Very good. Now, winds keep you safe and travel fast. And he salutes you all and then departs, sort of marching stiffly through. And you now have this massive magical horse that will be able to keep up with Morel because you are much faster than the rest of your companions to travel through this forest at a much faster pace than you would normally be able to. So,
Hmm.
I did. I had to call and cancel the other pizza that I ordered because the dude just it said delivered on the phone. He never called. He never texted. But he showed up 10 minutes after it said delivered.
What a bastard.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I don't know.
god.
To be fair, he was also like 60.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh.
There's
That
also
shit
that.
makes me so sad.
And
Yeah.
this is why the
Okay.
retirement age should not go up to 70, my
Well,
friend.
this is why people should make enough money to not have to work into their 60s and 70s and 80s.
You guys have seen that
Two.
about Nikki Haley, right? She wants to raise
The
the
what?
retirement. Nikki Haley, she wants to raise the retirement age to 70 because
That's
people's life
actually
expectancies have gone
insane.
up.
That's fucking dumb.
Actually insane.
That's fucking stupid as shit.
The worst.
Like, you're not gonna get Gen Z and millennials to vote for you, you dummy.
No.
Hell no.
Who the fuck
Anyone.
wants to retire at 70?
I want to
Right,
die
like,
at 70.
No one.
doing? Like, God, fight
No.
for fair wages.
Okay,
God.
Seth.
Sorry. Sorry, guys.
What did you say, Seth?
I said I want to die at 70.
Well, a lot of people do still.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
We'll be back. Okay, you're muted now. Mm. Huh? It's me. Huh? The kid. Yo. What's up, everybody? They're talking. Oh God. They're talking. I'm gonna talk directly to you, the chat. Hope y'all are enjoying the stream. Shit. What was I gonna say? Salt of the earth. Great lady. Wow. Joe Biden? Terrific.
Yeesh.
Well, hopefully she gets hopefully she gets fired because she.
Yep. Yeah. No. God damn it. Surprise. Nope. Not today. Not today.
Yeah.
And we're
In the
back,
light of
stream.
what happened. Okay.
We're back, gang. We're back. We got
have
we got a cattail in the frame.
Yeah, we do. That's
In
Louise.
Cats in the cradle at the
Louise.
peeping moon. That's the place where
Oh,
I
and we've
imagine-
lost, folks. We've lost ThinkPad, but we've gained Heidi.
Heck yeah.
Good.
The
good.
small baby.
Meow.
She's so tiny compared to Archie. My
He's
God.
Oh my god, literally, she's like a third of his size.
Here.
Now
Wow.
I feel
I'm gonna send you a picture.
maybe
of my
like
dog.
half. I feel like that's an exaggeration.
She's so little. I mean, that's what always happens. You always end up with like one animal that's massive and the other one is a little baby.
Chat. I'm
Okay,
too lazy.
cool.
But that's my dog. That's him.
That's the sweet
Has
boy.
to.
He has
Pass
social
the hell out.
anxiety.
Yeah.
Major, Seth.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Also,
He misses you.
He does. He really do be like that.
was that like a
Indeed.
drum thing?
Or was that your mic? I think we all just heard like a huge amount of noise from Seth's
Oh.
mic.
Oh,
while he was
sorry.
moving.
Okay.
Sorry, I did
Yeah.
move
It's
and
like kind of giving Seinfeld, but like not great.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah, all good. Okay, gang. We ready to finish up this last little leg of your journey
Let's go.
Yeah, let's
Let's
go.
do
from
it.
100 years ago? My goodness.
Wow.
Okay. So you are all riding through the woods. At this point, the sun is setting. The day is getting cooler. The crickets and little, weird other fey creatures that make noises as dusk comes along start happening. You hear a little cricket start singing When You Wish Upon a Star, but you keep going because that's a property that we're not allowed to talk about on the stream. And you make your way to the dancing stream. You see a bunch of water dryads that are just sort of like pirouetting and dancing across the water of this, like, sort of like trickling stream that goes along. You follow that to its source, which is a this sort of like craggy waterfall, this sort of like mountain that's large for sort of like kind of cropping up in the middle of this wide forest of the Ever Orchard. But you're sort of at the base of it, and you do see the image that you had seen that was projected by Granny Gumdrop, a stone archway, very obviously built, fashioned by a person's hands, with vines and like the roots of a tree have grown around it. As you approach, this open stone archway starts to fill with sort of this like blue and green and yellow light that shimmers, and you see through it, even though it is dusk now as you're approaching. It is brilliant daylight on the other side, and you are looking out sort of like through a looks sort of like you're looking through like a hedge or something. Like you can see daylight, but there seems to be something obscuring the other side of it. But you can make out like blue sky, clouds, something hard to see. But as you approach, you also do hear the rushing of water, but then from around your ankles as you slow, as you approach, uh, a voice that shouts from far below you all. It says, "Oi, you wee shites! What are you doing coming up to our doorway?" And you look down and you see a small, brown-skinned creature, humanoid in appearance, but very burly, but also 3 inches tall. It has a big, like, rose stem staff, covered in thorns, and it's gesturing at you. And says, "What are you doing trying to interrupt our seance here? You're coming into our space and you're interrupting our festivities." And he's sort of like dancing around, and you see now there's like 3 or 4 of the other ones, this little like swarm of brownies that are yelling at you. What do you do?
Okay. Slow your roll. We'll be here for a few minutes and then we're gone. Just give us a minute, okay?
I'll give you a minute of my time. And he like whacks your foot. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
While she's doing that, hey, fuck you, guy. You want to go?
Hey, fuck
I got a
you,
19
guy.
to the
You want to
19.
go? Boys, get him. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
We're dead.
I got a
my
19.
God.
I got a nat 20.
Okay.
Yes.
15.
19 on
Guess
the
who's going
save.
first?
Your speed is not reduced by 5 feet.
I need a nat 20
Yeah.
horde.
So you have these very aggressive. It's just sort of like two swarms of these guys. They do act as just two opponents, but they are just these little swarms of brownies. There's a bunch of them around your ankles, but then you do see a bunch of other ones are on like bats that like come out of the dusk and are sort of flying around and peppering you guys with arrows.
Oh no.
They're very
Let
tiny. They're like
yeah, they're like the brownies are like 3 inches tall, and so they're flying around on little like bats. So they're like very small.
they got like tiny arrows.
Yeah, yeah. So any the it's a piercing attack is effectively like 15 arrows hitting you, but they're like toothpicks. So, but you
I'm
do
so
have just the you do just have the two children who can't be targeted because they have the archfey's blessing on them, basically. But they're just sort of cowering around you while you have these two groups of these guys. So into initiative. Over 20. What'd you get?
I got a 21.
My bonus is a
Okay.
+1.
Hell yeah, we love that.
That's how Alexis talks now.
Fantastic.
Oh my god. So happy to be here, guys.
Rex, what the fuck happened to you?
Araxis, when we meet him in 100 years, is just like, oh, I just works at a tax office now.
That was my
I have 6
intimidating
kids.
voice.
I'm in my 3rd marriage now, so things are really slowing down for me.
I've never actually been an adventurer before. I've just been using this voice to be intimidating, you know? Real scary, like.
Yeah, you took one
Had to
drink
move
of
away from
water.
the auto court. Too many allergies.
Yeah, it's like now that we're out of the orchard.
This is
Okay,
just
awesome.
real life.
The nerd kid from Hey Arnold.
Hey, fuck you.
19 to 15.
I got a 20.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Exactly.
Hey Arnold is
Okay,
fantastic.
17.
Hey Arnold.
I got a 19.
Oh, 19. Hell yeah.
Whoa.
19. We got Elian. So that leaves Ada. You're down at the bottom. What'd you get?
I got. Oh no, I lost it.
15.
At 15 is what I got.
15? Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
All right. And then the brownies on the ground got a 4. So they are.
Hell yeah.
There's a bunch of like
Oh.
just a bunch of little assholes smacking you guys in your ankles.
Fun.
Awesome.
Sounds like a day on the children's unit.
Yep. Fantastic.
Shit.
Okay, so first to act, Araxis, as you have taunted these guys and they're quick to anger. That's you, and then it will be the archers.
Okay. Who here has the lowest AC?
Of the party?
Of the party.
I got
Well,
a 14.
13.
13. I don't know if this counts as
I have a
metagaming or not.
19.
Wow.
I have a 19. Yeah.
Ada, you.
I think it's.
Yeah.
I have a 12.
You have a 12.
Probably me.
We're going
Mhm.
with you.
What do you have, Seth?
I have a 17. That's scarf of
19.
scarf of heavy armor.
Hell yeah.
Scarf of mithril mail, I think is in my imagination. So as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's for you. I got a
Bonus action Shield of Faith. Hell yeah.
And then I'm gonna cast a guiding bolt at one of the brownies.
Okay. Are you shooting for the flying guys with the bows or the guys in the ground?
Flying guys with the bows.
Okay. Fantastic. I will tell you, you're trying to hit a 14
Hell
for
yeah.
the flying guys.
That's a 13.
Ooh, it just misses.
And there go both
Try
of
and-
my spell slots. Oh no.
All good.
So that's what I
Okay.
got.
All right. I will say you guys are the space that you're in is just sort of like you're moving around and these guys are moving all over the place. So no need to worry about like area of effect spells or whatever. You can hit these guys. Oh, you have inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Do you
fucking
want
use
to
that.
you want to do the reroll?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, use it.
Burn
Go ahead.
info for the nat 20. It's a 12. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I actually got like excited for 1 second.
When it rolls off. Okay. No worries. Amazing. So guiding bolt shoots off, unfortunately misses as these little guys with their bows. After you've aggravated, they're actually going to take their attacks on you.
Awesome.
Oh, boy.
They are bonus action going to hide with their bats as they fly up in there. That is not gonna do it. Only an 11. One of you guys definitely sees him, so he's just going to make a flat attack. That is, I need to get a different die. So that is gonna hit with a 21. 6 points to you,
Oh my god.
Aractus. Just a dozen little arrows peppering you all over. Amazing. That's the archer. That is Heidi now.
All right. I'm going to do, I guess, just an unarmed sword. No, I'll do my short sword.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So that's at 23.
That'll
That's
do it.
good.
Are you going for the guys on the ground or the ones?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna
awesome.
do a little like scythe chop across the
Yeah.
grass.
Just kind of like get down on one knee and try and cut him down.
That's an 8.
8 damage?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You fully just cut in half most of them. They are almost completely gone. They bunched up a little bit too much. Incredible.
I feel kind of bad about killing them. But
It's totally fine. There are thousands of these things all over.
Oh shit.
Truly just like if New York rats could talk.
Oh god.
That's what you're dealing with here.
If New York rats could talk and they were also Scottish.
Yeah, if they were also Scottish and yeah, just assholes. That's Elian now on 19, and then it will be Morel.
All right. I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
The tried and true.
Whoa.
Classic.
Hey, that's a good spell.
Yeah, it is.
16 to hit.
Which one are you trying to hit? There are very few of the guys on the ground left.
Say that again?
There are very few guys on the ground left.
Okay.
You're going for them?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So a 15 will hit them. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Three.
And 3 damage?
Yep.
Hell yeah. How does your Eldritch Blast take out the rest of these guys?
I think it's kind of like he's waiting for them to like line up just close enough. He's like kind of tracking, like when you're like tracking a spaceship, or like you're shooting down like planes or spaceships in like Star Wars games.
Right. Yeah, you gotta
So
like lead it.
Yeah, so he's like doing that, and then just like right at the right moment, we can try to get enough of them to like cross over.
Hell yeah. Amazing.
Boom.
Yeah, you blast the last of the little
Blast their
warriors.
asses.
So now you just blast their
Ass
asses.
blaster.
Starting blasted.
I'm gonna cast
Anyways, I
Ass
start blast.
Blaster for 20.
He really be
Awesome.
blessed.
Morel, that is you. You just got the guys on the bats now that are flying around shooting their tiny bows.
Okay. Can
Yeah,
I?
sea powers. Sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna cast Ass Blaster. No.
Ah.
I
Araxis
can't
turn.
cast shit. I'm a fighter now. I have
Jesus
no
Christ.
cast. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Jesus
Araxis
Christ.
turns around. Oh my god. Axe blaster. What's
Oh my
that
God,
do?
Araxis.
Okay, shut up. I'm going to attack with my great axe.
Hell yeah.
That's a good spell, says Lettuce. Axe blaster.
Are
Thank you,
they
Lettuce.
like?
Thank you.
Can I reach them with my axe?
Yeah, so these guys are just acting as a swarm, so they're just like
Oh.
flying all around. So you can
Okay.
just swing at
So-
them and you'll hit
I'm gonna
pretty
say
much
I
anyone
wait-
who's
I wait until they get a little more concentrated and then I'll swing.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So I hit with a wow. That was a nat fucking 1.
Oh.
Love to see it.
Oh.
Love it. I was
Bully-
actually closing my eyes by mistake. Whoops.
Hitting
Yeah.
him on the flat side of the blade.
Fully that horse side of you does get just a little bit spooked when one of them gets in your hair because it is a bat, and so he just like stumbles into you and it's just like
I
Little
do
bit.
have. I have a bonus action charge hooves. So
Yeah,
Oh.
you can bonus action with the hooves.
I don't know. Maybe I will. Wow, that's
Go from
22.
the death.
I just whack them. It's a 22 for that.
Okay. Hell
Haley's over
yeah.
there playing whack-a-mole by herself.
I'm just like.
Hell yeah. What's the damage on that?
All right. It's a 3.
3? Okay, sweet. Cool. So you just like horse hooves, like bam bam, Rocky style, knock out 2 of these bats and then fall.
Yeah.
That is Ada.
Alrighty, I'm going to run up to Rock and cast heroism. So he is and immune to being frightened. He also gains temporary hit points.
Hell yeah. There we go. We got
100.
Alien with the heroism.
The equals spellcasting ability modifier at the start. Okay, so there's that's happening, and then I'm going to give Grog. Let's see. Well, Grog already has Bardic Inspiration. Who doesn't have Bardic Inspiration right now?
I don't.
You want to give Araxis Bardic
Okay.
Inspiration again?
Oh, sorry, Araxis. I'm sorry.
You're good. You can give it to somebody else. We saw how my inspiration went. It went terribly.
That's fair. I'm just really bad with immune names, and I'm really sorry.
You can just call
All
us
good.
companion number 1. Party member number 2.
Ass blaster number 3.
Supporting character number 3.
Hallie's character, Heidi?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about me?
You're getting Bardic Inspiration.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
Did you already roll the bonus temporary hit points? Did I miss it? Does that happen later?
No. I
Yeah,
haven't
you do it at
rolled
the
yet.
start of your turn. You gain the 10
Yeah.
hit points. Awesome. So after Ada, we're back up to top of the order with Araxis.
Ooh, baby.
I'm gonna hit him with a Sacred Flame. They're gonna make a
Hell yeah.
Dex saving throw. DC 13.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just
That's
go for
19 on the die.
Hell yeah. For 5 damage, so rounded down is actually I don't
Do they
think
take half on a fail or on a pass?
target must succeed a Dex saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. That says nothing about
Okay. It's a
what
cantrip, so they probably don't take any damage if they pass.
Well, Araxis is not showing up for this fight, folks.
All good.
I'm gonna bonus action yell at them.
Okay.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
fuck you.
Hey,
I think
fuck
that's
you,
freeze,
buddy.
actually.
You're fucking coming in, guy, with all your fucking sacred flames and fuck off here.
Bat bitch.
They're going to attack you again.
Fuck you.
Because you're antagonizing them.
Shit.
They get +5 to this.
I have 4 hit points.
That's only an 11. They're enraged. So, so they do that. They're going to bonus action hide.
Yeah, that's right. You run, bitch.
It's a natural 1.
Trash, just like your father. Should have been a bard.
That's Heidi.
I get another go at these little assholes.
Wait, do they have little wait, what?
Stop it.
Let's do so the only ones left are flying.
Yeah, just the little flying guys.
All right, I'm gonna hit him with my dart.
Hit it with
Hell
your
yeah.
best shot.
A 21.
I just hear that
Yeah.
playing around.
Go ahead and roll that damage. AC of
3.
14 on these guys. 3. Hell yeah. They are half gone at this point. Done 6 damage to him. Okay. After Heidi, we're back over to Elian. You get your temp hit points. And then you got half of the little archers left on the bats flying around.
Okay. Do I need to roll for the hit points?
I believe it's an automatic 5 HP per spell slot.
Okay. It would just be the one pact magic. So 1. 5.
It's going to be temp HP from heroism that you're getting at the start of your turn. So it's going to just be whatever the spell slot level that Ada cast on you, which I believe should just be first level. So it'll just be 5 temp HP.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Not using your spell slots.
Okay. Sweet beans. I will cast. Will I cast? I'm going to do Eldritch Blast again.
Okay. Solid.
Wrap.
Go to.
And then he started
Yeah.
blasting.
The target takes 1d12.
And then he's
But hold your hand sideways because it's more accurate.
22 to hit.
22.
Hell yeah. That'll do it.
Sweet.
These guys have an AC of 14. If you can believe it.
3 more hit points.
3 more?
It's because of
All
the
right.
sideways hand.
Hell yeah.
Normally it's like this. You go
Nearly
like
done.
this.
Morel, can you hit him with the axe? We're on to you.
Oh, I know. Whoops, I rolled the wrong thing first. Hold on. That was damage.
You just do 10 damage.
Well, I got a 6. Oh, that's good for the
Plus
great axe.
20.
Just not hitting it right now.
Wow.
That's
Okay. No worries.
Go back with Shit, no, we're gonna do the hooves again.
The hoofs.
Oops.
All right.
Not. That's a 13.
Okay, that's also a miss, unfortunately. These guys are just out of your reach. We're back up to Ada.
Stupid.
Yay. I think I'm gonna utilize my rapier this time.
Hell yeah. Just gonna try and spear one of them out of the air.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kebabs.
Just a little steak.
Should have cast Charm Person. And
Oh,
fucking
that
yelled
was
at him.
almost a nat 20, but it's an 18, so
Hell
it's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. 18 will still hit. See if you can take the rest
Damage.
of these guys out.
Oh, that's depressing. 3.
3 does it. How do you take out the last of these brownies?
Hell
I
yeah.
spear them as I push. No, that's actually really fucked up.
Now do it. Do it. Say it.
Guys, my mom's here. So I push
Okay.
down the stick of my rapier.
Amazing. So Ada's able to skewer the last of these brownies with her rapier. We're out of combat now.
Jesus
Dead and
Christ.
dying brownies are crawling away into the grass. And you are here with 2 small children that have just witnessed the slaughter of a bunch of tiny fae, the hands of a bunch of larger fae. They seem very concerned, but are also interested in the doorway that is ahead of you. What do you do with this doorway?
Well, first,
I'm not using something else, I think.
Araxis is gonna put his mace away and he's gonna turn to the kids. And he's gonna go, "Yeah, that's how you do it. Combat over and done with. Your old pal Araxis took care of it. No problem. No problem.
Hey, what about the rest of us?
Hey, fuck you. It's my turn. My turn here. I did this. I did this.
Excuse me, but I chopped like 8 of them. Got a picture back.
Rage quits.
I'm back.
I'm
back.
Amazing. Okay.
You can't prove
There we go.
anything. I was here the entire time. I never left.
It was too perfect.
Damn it. What was the last thing you heard me say?
Well, it was just having Heidi say "shut up" and then just froze was just it. Oh, I love that.
Letta says you should go up to the door and push one of the kids through it.
No, Kyle, stop.
Do we look through the door?
With the kid?
Yeah. Yeah. Getting closer to it.
Yelled on mute. Sorry.
Go ahead and give me a perception check if you're trying to look through the door.
Okay.
I'll
It is,
go through the door.
yeah, because it's sort of like wavery. It's almost like if you've ever looked through
The
like
kids
old
come-
panes of glass, you know how they're kind of like warped and stuff. It's kind of what it looks like.
Mm.
Yeah.
Got a 4.
4.
Oh
Okay.
shit, what are we rolling?
I'm like, does it always look all wavy like that?
Perception check.
Perception, something that I'm terrible at.
You're a
Well,
cleric.
only if
How
you're
are you
looking
bad at
through-
perception?
I got a 19, baby.
19. Hell yeah. Okay. All right. So Araxis, you are able to, while the others are kind of like, what the fuck is going on? You kind of like get down a little bit lower on your haunches, and you can see through, and you can see that this is like sort of looking through the edge of sort of like from the bottom, it looks like there's like a gravel path,
Mm-hmm.
and then another hedge, and then more gravel path. So it looks like this sort of like doorway is covered by some like hedge right in front of it.
Interesting.
But there's certainly space that you could just kind of like push through.
Hmm. What do you think, gang? Should I push forward?
I think yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Here, tie this rope around me. Horse lady, you hold this. Hold this.
Name.
Who gives a shit? Look, hold this.
Whoa.
I won't.
But also like Loki sounding weird.
Okay, so you tie a rope around yourself. The rest of them hold onto it. You push through, and you get your first whiff of the material plane. It does not smell bad or good.
Can they hear me from the other side?
It does not smell bad.
They cannot actually. When you cross through, you were in sort of this like quiet glade with just the sounds of like the sort of like trickling water overhead. As soon as you cross through, you hear like soft like string like chamber music like playing in the distance, and some sort of like low chatter and like laughter and people talking like in the distance, and people sort of like in different directions around you, like calling each other's names, and people sort of like giving directions. And you can tell that you've probably stuck your head partly into like a hedge maze.
Okay. I'm going to pop back out the other side. Guys, it's fucking awful in there. The world's just on fire. Just people screaming, bloody murder. We really probably shouldn't go this way.
Is it stinky? I heard it's stinky.
Just awful. The smell of burning wood. It's a wicked pisser, really.
I'm gonna roll
in
insight
the
real quick
morning.
Quick.
for the children.
Like
For the children.
The girl crosses her arms and says, "You're a terrible liar."
They're a little early.
I don't know what
we
you're
could
talking.
probably leave at 7:15.
And she like gets on. She like gets down and looks through as well. I'm gonna roll a perception.
Early, though, at
I am under the
It's a
domain
19.
of the trickster, by the way, so I could just be playing an old Rexy's trick
So
on
I'll
you.
do it at 6:15.
Ellie, you're not on mute.
That's, yeah.
It's okay. I want to talk to Stella's mom too.
It's okay. Got her with the mute
It's all
for
good.
now.
But in all seriousness, after they like do their little, they're checking to see if I'm lying. I'll tell them the truth. I'll tell the party what's up.
Okay, for sure. There you go. You're back, Stella. Sorry.
I thought I was on mute.
All
My
good.
mom also apologizes. We're trying to plan for surgery tomorrow.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Anyways, we're back.
Yeah. So when you actually describe that, they both perk up and they're like, "Oh, yes, that is the party. That is the hedge mage at the estate where we are staying." And they both try. They're like both kind of like looking, and like the girl sticks her hand through, and she says, we can go. Thank you so much. You've brought us here. Our I cannot. I don't. And like they kind of like back and forth for a bit, and they're like, my father can give gold. What do Fae?
The Fae.
Just the blood of your firstborn child is really all we desire.
I feel like you are
No.
pulling my leg in a bad. You're not very nice. I don't.
Oh. God, this is not good. Well, of course. I'm gonna go just give this a minute. This is awkward.
brother, I think, said that your sister is there. Um,
Yeah, maybe you could check.
yes. Well, oh, she's just gone. And just notices that like the sister has fully left.
Damn it. Of course this happens.
Uh, Guests, perhaps. But the rest of you might stand out. Um, Perhaps if you come with me, we can find your um friends if they have not been found already. Perhaps.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Great. Um, so he takes Ada and Elian through. Uh, I will ask if the rest of you guys also want to try and sneak around through this hedge mage and uh, find Shalaria and Morel's brother.
I would like to. I'm little and I have a hood.
Okay, perfect.
I can cover my ears.
So, you guys cross through, and the boy says, "Well, okay, well, uh, fine then. I can take you if they were going to cross through the same place we were. That was in the Great Hall, and there's no one there because it's still the party. It's," and he's like looking around. And he's like, "No, this we just left." And you notice that it is like daylight here, like the same time of day when they crossed over, but it was night when you left the Feywild. So there's some weird time fuckery going on. Uh, so everyone give me stealth checks real quick.
Oh no. I have
Think
disadvantage in
something
stealth.
I'm good at.
You have disadvantage in stealth?
I
I
got
got
a
it.
nat 20, so I got 24.
Hell
20
yeah.
to be.
Okay.
That's
19.
crazy.
But if that doesn't work, then I have inspiration.
So I have 11 because I have disadvantage.
Does anyone want to
That's
give me inspiration?
uh so I am just gonna roll a check. This is just for, we're just going to do one check for the guards that are around. I'm going to say with that check, you're able to sneak past other people who are trying to like make their way through the hedge maze. Make your way back to the like grand like estate. They called it a castle, but like a manor house with this like big like long wings. It's like 4 stories tall, very much like the sort of like Baroque thing that you've seen in like all the um like Regency area stuff. It's like one of those big fancy estates. And you sneak through, the boy and the girl are able to like time it, and they're like, wait, here? Okay. And then you sneak inside through a servant's entrance in the back. Making your way through, this is the first time you've seen anything that wasn't made by Fey hands, and it's arguably well done. It's all elven craftsmanship that you're seeing here. Very finely wrought things, mostly woodwork, not a whole lot of like metalsmithing that's been done in here, but you go into this like grand hall that has a giant mural that's been painted, which looks strikingly similar to the tapestry that Ada's mother created, not in the exact same depiction of the creation of the Feywild, but still a dedication to the early ages and the creation of Salandran itself. still having a segment dedicated to the elven gods and their creation in the first age of Salandran. And I think with your little bit of divine sense, Araxis and Elian, with your little bit of like Fey magic, you can now feel just that little bit of a pull from that depiction of the four elven gods. That's probably where that little bit of magic came through. And you see the brother and sister like, yes, this is the thing here. And in that moment, as you guys are coming in here, you do hear like other plopping on this marble floor as the centaur kind of like perks up from behind a big armor stand. It's one of your smaller brothers, which is hard to say smaller for a centaur, but was able to sort of like duck behind a like curtain, and you see Shalaria in her little spring eladrin. She is only like 4 feet tall, so she's like standing on your brother's back, Mirel, and like over his shoulders, and she's like, "We hid over here, and we're safe now. It took you so long to find us." And they clop, like he clops out, gives you a big hug, and he's like, "I was so worried that I was gonna have to fight these fucking guys, but these are all just suits of armor, so we're actually good. And like no one came in here, so we're good. But I was gonna fuck them up, but we're good. I want to get out of here because everyone smells bad. Can we go, please?" So you have found the two missing family members, and the boy and girl are able to lead you back, and you are able to depart from the short jaunt on the material plane. Is there any parting words that you have for these two young mortals that you saved from a unknown fate in the Feywild?
You're welcome. See ya.
I wanna just give my well wishes to the little girl.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Good luck, little friend.
Great.
Don't forget your old pal Araxis.
Oh my god.
Heidi, give me one more persuasion roll.
14.
14? Okay.
Yeah.
She hugs you back, and she says, kind of timidly, she's like, Can I pet your ears?"
Oh,
That's literally so cute.
She does it, and she says, "Thank you. I know I'm not supposed to do this, but uh," and she goes and she whispers her name in your ear, and I will DM you that in a moment. So, the rest of you make your way back across. Crossing through, you see that it is brilliant, like midday sun. Time fuckery has happened in the small amount of time that you were in the material plane. Unknown amount of hours have passed, but you're able to leave the crossing and make your way back to Wormstone Abbey. And as this group of friends return with family safely in tow, we shift forward many, many years to the same group who are now standing at the edge of the Wormstone Abbey's domain in a orchard that is fetid and rotting, the smell of vinegar and rotting fruit and things that extreme perimeter. And Araxis, Mirel, Heidi, and Elion, you've been waiting for about 2 days for Shalaria to come back. She lands with an old friend of yours that you haven't seen in quite some time, Ada, in a full regalia that we, the Cluebridge Six, know now. And I will leave it to you guys to both decide how you look and have changed in the last 100 years. Because as they arrive, you also hear a sort of like whooshing noise of wicker and air and fabric as Granny Gumdrops zips down out of the fog on her broomstick and lands. It says, "Oh, good. You're all back. Now, let's get down to business." And we'll end it there for this session.
Oh my god. Wow.
So, for a little bit of housekeeping for this sort of like time jump that we're doing, those of you that aren't Eladrin, you are high fae. You have been granted immortality, much like the other elves. So I leave it to you to decide what you did to be elevated to an immortal high fae, and what you've done in the last 100 years to equate to your 5th level characters that you are now. So you can make yourself 5th level. You can change your class around however much you want. And if you want a magic item, we'll just say one thing just for this sort of one shot. But pitch me on kind of something if you want Javelin of Lightning or, portable hole, stuff like that. Do something fun for the one shot because you will be 5th level for that. But premise for the next one is you have effectively been called up by Granny Gumdrops to deal with a threat that Shalaria has tracked here. And because you were helpful to her before, she is calling in another favor from you, and her year and a day payment is going to be this magic item that you request. Sort of it's sort of like she tricked you into coming here. She's like, "Hey, I know you haven't called in this favor, so I have magic items for you. Meet me at this location at this time." Is sort of how you've all been roped into this together. So, how we doing, folks? Fun little first level, little backstory thing.
Yeah. How many years in the future is the time jump?
About 100 years.
Okay. So Heidi is old as shit.
Same.
Yeah. So, so the thing with being elevated, is a thing that for you guys who are low fae, that is the thing where like the duelists that you ran into, those were all low fae that had been elevated to high fae. So you basically stop aging, and so you just stay like immortal at that age. You can be killed by normal means, but you just stop aging.
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever age, if you did get elevated for doing some like task or great deed at the age of 75, totally cool. But you can be old as shit and in your 30s.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Because otherwise it
So-
wouldn't really work if it's like, I'm 112.
Yeah. I was like, I just went to go look up how long like Harangon live, and the world end was like they live up to 100 years old. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
had to do some little Feywild business to get you guys to be the same age and not something weird where you're Captain America. I was frozen in ice for 100 years.
Oh. So, contingency clarification, I guess. So the little 2-shot that we just did was 100 years in the past. And so
Yes.
now, like, when we pick up our regularly scheduled programming, are we gonna be on our original timeline?
Yes. So we are now picking up with the OG timeline of the Cluebridge 6. This little adventure, the second part of the 2-shot, is happening at the same time while the rest of the party is doing their stuff in the Feywild City. So like Zephyrus is working on her maps, Azealia and Grog are getting their hands and arms chopped off. Rock is doing the like magic stuff with the weave.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is
I'm just trying to remember, like, just to contextualize it all, because I don't remember what was the last thing that happened in our regular timeline.
So the regular timeline, things diverged with the party where after you had the party, Shalaria met with Ada and she said there's business that she wants Ada to take care of because Ada and Shalaria's brother Barian had been killed by a creature that she wants to take revenge on. And she's tracked the creature, but she wants Ada to help her do it with the help of some other friends, which are these side characters.
Okay.
So it's like Fey business is Fey business. Cluebridge 6, your heroes or whatever, but this isn't your fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
that
the
makes
rest of the
sense.
gang was able to put together like, oh, the hunger that exists, that's like this weird fucked up thing, is the third aspect of the dragon that was like shunted to the Feywild.
Okay.
Yeah. So these little side characters are going to be the ones that are going to take out the this weird miasma and send it back to the material plane.
Okay. That killed Barian.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense now.
Who
Now
are these
I
children?
feel anchored in the timelines.
Yep. It's a lot of like weird, like, okay, we're going back and then we're going forward. And then
Multiverse makes sense.
referencing things where I should probably like update the timeline on World Anvil, but at the same time, it's a pain in the ass. But it's also really useful.
It's
Cool.
okay. It's just like it's because we don't play super often. I forget where we're at, and especially since we haven't been in our regular campaign timeline for a little bit. Then
yeah, totally. It's been like a month, I guess, at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure. Okay, somebody want to start with Roses and Thorns or Stars and Wishes? I will roll a d6 that I get out of my bag. Yeah, that's a 1. Seth.
Whoa.
What are we doing? Stars and Wishes or Roses and Thorns?
Let's go with Roses and Thorns because I think we did Stars and Wishes last time. A rose by any other name.
Would smell as sweet.
Me?
You
can't give me a rose.
I can't.
I'm the GM. Nah, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say
you can give me
We
roses
do
if you
all
want.
the time. Deal with it.
Literally every time.
Every week, when do you not get a rose? If anything, you should just always get.
You should get all the roses.
Go
Basically.
stop.
No, this was a great way to finish out like our level 1 like the bit before the time jump. I loved it. I mean, I love this whole little like Ada's one shot that we're doing. It's awesome. Because I think hi Gibbs, hi dog. I think this is the last one that we have to do, right?
We're gonna do this one, and then in the future we're gonna do one with Rock.
Oh
and
yes, Rock. Yes.
That's gonna be oops all. It's gonna be an oops all rogues.
Hell yeah, I'm all about it.
Yep.
Thorns. My rolls just suck, but like, what's new with that? What's up with that? Yeah.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. Great job. Great work, everybody. Picking up my slack and my fumbles. Appreciate you. Yeah. Really reminiscent of Baldur's Gate and Shadowheart, and just the cleric's ability to miss any and all shots fired.
Yeah, when you don't have that high wisdom, the save, it's just
Yeah.
like, well, okay.
Awesome. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Micah.
Yeah. I'll start out with the thorn for me. Just like all of my health issues have been like flaring up since this afternoon. So by the time I got to tonight, my brain was like only half aware of anything that was happening. In the way of like, just it took like twice as long for me to like process stuff, which is like a bummer. But you know, is you take it a day at a time. And like, I still had a great time, and it was still very fun. So
You're
I just
here,
want to know who
goddammit.
now. Who are these children? I feel like
Who are they?
Daniel can't just introduce characters and they're
I'm finding the girl's name. I have it written down. I gotta find it. Oh, where is it?
What is her name?
God, I've got too many.
Too many cooks. Too many cooks.
Too many cooks will spoil the broth.
I love Adult Swim.
So that sketch is so fucking weird.
Oh, the murderer in the closet.
Oh my god, that guy fucks me up. Aww.
That skit's got to be like 12 years old, right?
Probably. Well, maybe like 8.
No way.
Okay, I'll tell everybody her name so you don't feel left out. The little elf girl, half elf girl's name is Hathmia.
Write that down.
So no.
That's plot. Write her name down.
Write that down.
got it.
Nope, take her.
Hathmia.
Roses for just like really good storytelling and like doing little battles and things at level 1. It's just fun. It's fun to just like, I don't know, do something very different and like feels like low pressure, low stakes. So just like always a nice little break. It's always good.
I don't know. When one hit takes away half your hit points, it's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 6 hit points, really?
Yeah. It was fun to be like, oh no, like 3 hit points, and you're like, yep, you got him. Like, oh.
Yeah. When the little brownies on the ground have 8 hit points or like 9 hit points, and it's like I use my short sword for 8, and I'm like, okay, that's most of them.
Yeah, totally.
When Daniel asked, does a 21 hit at level 1?
Oh, literally.
It's like, I'm dying.
And I'm already dead.
Yeah. So fun. I'll pass it to Stella.
Now pass me the bro.
Always roses to Daniel. Um, for creativity, it was really fun to like. I think what I also really enjoy about playing in the first level is that we kind of have like almost a refresher of like where we came from, and I think that's really cool. Thorn would be my brain also being everywhere all at once because a lot is happening right now, and I am just
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. But yeah, thanks for dealing with that. And Haley.
Yes. So yeah, the tapestry thing was really, really cool. Did you where did you get that? Did you come up with that yourself?
Yeah.
Not that I don't believe that, obviously, but I'm just curious if you pulled it from somewhere that you'd read or seen or done anything with, because that was really very creative.
Yeah,
No,
guys are really
so
like that.
the tapestry idea came from a video game that there's like this big whole theme of like it's actually in a monastery. And there's like a big thing, it's called like the Dance of Death in like a Germanic monastery. It's a game, but it was a really cool visual that I was like,
yeah,
it's a narrative game, and so it's like this weird slides. I'll send you the trailer because you guys will
Yeah.
appreciate it and you'll understand why I was like, this is fucking gorgeous.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's basically this wonderful thing, and I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
The brother insisting.
Yeah.
Just
That makes sense.
accidentally tumbling
Makes sense.
into a magical fairy world.
I
Right.
see
Alice
that.
in
Yes.
Wonderland.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was very cool.
Especially with the bunny.
What?
Especially with me as the bunny.
I know. I said that the last time. I said this feels very Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did for sure. I like to play Morel because she's slightly different than Azilia. She's still like a strong fighter chick, but she talks soft. Like I gotta make her slightly different, right?
Yeah.
But no, that was really interesting. Yeah, Rose, those are my roses. Thorn was that I didn't get to spend more time getting to know my brother or brothers. I didn't even give him a name. I'm guessing his name is like Vlad or like Crunkin Crusher or some kind of stupid like
Also cool.
like
I
I
was
don't
going
know.
I was going to make just a full list of just a bunch of names that ended in EL. So it was like Cyril, Darrell, Loren,
Vulgar,
Laurel.
yeah.
So it
Vogel.
was, yeah. So it's just gonna be a long ass list of like blank L.
Well, their family name is Oakenwatcher. So, yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, her name is Morel Oakenwatcher, so pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Did you guys see in the chat I dropped the little logo that I made for us?
Her that you did all of the design work. And
Yes.
she was like, like that's like one of the things that I really appreciated was
Aw.
like all of like how like the pamphlets were and all of that stuff. And I was like, my friend did all of that. And she also did their new logo.
Yeah, I did. I did do that. That's so nice. Oh, thank you for saying that. That was nice.
Yeah, so great.
Um, cool. Yeah, I don't know if I have. I mean, I'm excited to get back to our story because Seth and I have things to
He
share.
just. Did you hear him? He was like, "Oh yeah, this happened," and I was like, "What?"
No, but he didn't share the things that
No, it's
happened.
cool. I just was like, "Hi, Daniel."
Yeah, we're excited
Wait.
to share. Anyway,
Woo!
Excited to hear about the things that happened in the thing that happened in the thing.
yeah,
Yeah, actually, it was pretty much that.
the little side nugget that Seth and I did last week with Daniel.
Yeah. Oh, I have that written up, so I was gonna drop like the text of what the queen told you in that.
Okay.
But you can also share that whenever you want with the rest of the gang. That reveal, because it happened. So I gave them a super abbreviated version of that because Azealia wasn't there when the rest of the party was. So it was basically, I told the rest of them, I was like, "Hey, ancient heroes, there's dragons on the moon, blah blah blah. Do you want to kill a dragon?" And the rest of them were like, "Yeah." It's like, I got a bunch of other stuff to tell, but Azalia's not here.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
Holy crap, a moly.
Secret granddad.
Secret granddad.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we can get into that next time because I feel like that'll take too long right now.
Sorry. The granddad thing got me. It was delayed.
Unless I don't know if I can do an abridged version of it because I don't have it in my brain right now to do that. But if Seth or Daniel do, then I would be okay with sharing it now.
I also don't think I could do an abridged version because of my ADHD. I'd probably go into every minute detail. But I could on like Wednesday.
What's the like biggest thing from the nugget that sticks out to you from that bit of lore? Like, what was the biggest reveal, I guess, to you? Like number one.
Haley, you gonna answer that, or do you want me to?
I'm thinking. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I think how just how everything is connected, and I think what we thought was not going to be like super easy, or what we thought, I don't know. How do I want to say this? It really opens up to what we're doing and like the impact that we are about to have on the world. Also, we went shopping? Question mark?
Okay.
Yes.
Shopping. Fantasy shopping.
Before you get there.
Not even really shopping, but
wait.
yes.
You bartered flesh for armor.
Wait. The biggest part for me, let me just say that I think is that there are multiple parts of the dragon that we need to kill, and one of them is on the moon.
Yeah.
And
Like, is it
just what?
Is it like the head's on the moon, the tail is on this part?
No, think
like
more like
aspects of
Voldemort and his Horcruxes.
Kyle goes, "Fly me to the moon."
Yes.
Sorry. More like kind of along the line of Voldemort, but like aspects of the dragon are spread out amongst like the Feywild, the material plane, the moon, which is very important because we're in one of the places that we need to track down one of these things already.
But we're gonna have to go to the moon.
which Grog can just do.
Hopefully Kinvara
He
can
can just walk there.
To the moon.
To the moon. Yeah.
I can get there in my mind. If
I
y'all want to
can-
just hop inside there, it's a little scary, but
Yeah, you know the druid spell Moon Strider? You teleport to the nearest moon.
I'm level 9, so I have Tree Strider now, guys. I'm so
Wow.
Wait, does that mean you can like walk through the tree, like the forest using the trees?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm so excited. I want to use it.
Oh yeah, I think I looked at the math at that, and you can just like cover like miles at a time. It's wild. So long as you're in a forest, you can just basically like 500 feet every like 6 seconds. It's insane.
Yep.
It's
Wow.
So
Haley,
It's wild, but it's also wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wild. Haley, do you want to talk about the
What?
shopping episode bit, or no? Do we want to just wait? Because here's the thing, right? It's shopping, but it's not shopping.
We did
Yeah.
some bartering.
it was a
with
lot of
Bob.
bartering.
It was a lot of bartering and a lot of role playing, like RP of bartering and
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Seth. Just tell him.
Well. So like for me, for Grog, right, is like full disclosure is that Grog is no longer a barbarian, right? He has taken on the mantle of the Sword of Atlas and is a full-fledged, 100% all-natural, reoccurring paladin. Holy boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So
Praise it.
Praise it. Yeah. Big ups, Jeet. Kyle goes, what did you barter? Food, weapons, children? We'll get to that.
No.
We did not.
Flesh.
Almost everything except for those things.
Yes, almost everything. But so my biggest thing was that I was like, well, I'm technically the Sword of Atlas, and it wouldn't make sense if I had an Axe of Atlas. So that was one of the big things. Is I was like, I need a weapon. I got a shiny sword, and some armor, and a metal arm.
A metal arm.
So here's the thing about the Feywild, right? That they don't tell you in school is that they
That's
don't
why you
take
said
money.
cutting off limbs.
They
They don't take money.
They don't take money here, okay? Ada, this place that you live sucks. I got all this money. I got all this money, but they don't want it. They said your money literally is not good here. And they were like, well, we could take something of yours and like
Of your body.
of my body. And I'm thinking like, okay, well they could take like something of mine. And so I was like, well, I'm left-handed, so you can take my arm. And they were like, great. And they chopped it off. There's no blood. There's no pain. But I have this cool metal arm.
Did you replace
Is it made of vibranium?
It's made of animentium, which is what Wolverine is made out of. Or unobtainium if you watched Avatar.
And then that sounded like so much fun to me, getting a new arm and everything. So I said, instead of, in lieu of having a moonstone bracelet, what if I just turn my whole arm to moonstone?
Whoa.
And they said, what are you gonna give us for that? And so I gave them the wand of the magic missiles and
what else?
So I no longer have those. And my arm. What?
Remember? They took something from you.
Oh, they took a memory as well.
They
for
took
a haircut.
a memory. They fucking went into her brain.
They took the memory of eating my first banana. So I don't remember that anymore. It
So
never
whenever,
happened.
if you ask her, what does the banana taste like, she'll be like, I don't know.
No, it's just the first time I ate it.
When was the last time you ate a banana?
I carry a small stash.
You have never RP'd eating a banana, so just saying.
Whatever.
Just saying. It was way more. It was way more dramatic than how we're describing. Believe me.
Yeah.
It was way cooler sounding too. So yeah, I did not.
have basically a club arm now, so I can do damage with it, and it's also just like Moonstone is part of my body.
Can you bend it like a regular arm?
Like Beckham?
Or
well,
is
It's
it like
just-
a Barbie arm?
Yeah, Kung Fu
well,
grip.
actually, so it's from here down, so it's my forearm. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I bend the fingers?
Yeah, it's fully articulated. It's just
Okay,
like
that's
a
what I thought.
yeah, it's just a
So-
geomancer just like recreated like your arm and then attached it to you.
Okay,
Kyle
that's
asked.
what I had thought.
Kyle asked, "Did you get the extended warranties?" And no. Also, her banana consumption is not canon.
So if you
So-
play
I'm
Zelda
pretty
at
sure-
all, the second Zelda, I posted a picture in the D&D chat, and it essentially that's where I got
Oh,
my
yeah.
inspiration from.
I will
Yeah.
show them that now.
Because I have an insane memory for this campaign, I believe in canon we had Azilia and I don't remember the other character's name played by Micah, but those two characters went up in a tree and gathered a bunch of bananas. So there is a canon reference to Azilia, at least at one point, having a banana
Damn it.
in hand.
Damn it.
Ha.
Mm.
Ha, 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 ha.
Got him.
Take that. Take that.
Fuck.
All right. So,
So-
now I'm passing it to Heidi.
Pass me the rock.
Hi.
ID.
What are we
Jesus
doing again?
Sorry.
Every morning he wakes up.
Roses and Thorns is where we're at.
Rose to like the creature like heavy kind of like the moose minotaur and the deer person and the rabbit person that I was, and like all those different like creature based races was really fun to imagine. The theater of the mind was really fun. And then thorns are always hard to think of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I think like kind of what Stella was saying, like it's kind of a bit of a challenge to, or like it goes back to your roots of like where you are at a like level 1. Like I feel like I haven't played a level 1 character since I started playing D&D, because the other campaigns that I've ever been in, like we are just kind of like, yeah, level 1, we'll skip to level 5 so we can get to the cool stuff. So like it was definitely a challenge. I mean, not like a little bit of a challenge in that you just have to kind of like go back to your roots and be a little bit more creative about how you go about doing stuff. I'm like looking at the 3 things that I can do in combat to like combat these little rat people, and I'm like, well, I can just hit them with the 3 different things.
Yeah. I tried to keep
So-
this one heavy on the RP because it is
Yeah.
Feywild, and we're just seeing this weird little slice of life, sort of.
Yeah.
And it's just like, just a regular old day in the Feywild. Some mortals come through. We gotta take them back home. Anyways,
Yeah.
and we're back.
Which I think works for us like who've all been playing D&D for a long time now. Like when you're first starting out and you're playing like a level 1 character, it's really like basic and easy, and it should be because you're just getting used to the mechanics of the game. But now that we understand the mechanics of D&D, then like you have a little bit more freedom with your RP because you're not so caught up in like, what do I do with
Yeah. I've
whatever
got
my
17 spells prepared. What have I cast?
yeah.
It's like I've got fucking Guiding Bolt, and now I'm out of spell slots. Okay.
Right. I know. I hadn't looked at my HP before we like got into the little scuffle, and I was like, "Oh shit! I only have 9 hit points."
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
for real.
yeah.
Real.
Who else has? Who else needs to go? Just
I
Daniel.
believe that's all y'all. So that
DM,
everyone's
DM.
well
Daniel.
for me, goodness. My roses particularly enjoyed the RP from Heidi interacting with the girl who was very scared. Um,
Mm.
I had, we'll peek behind the screen. I had written her character to be the one that was very quiet, and the boy was the one who was going to be doing most of the talking. Um, but then when you poke poke the girl and say, "Hey, I want to talk to her," I'm like, okay, she's the one that's gonna talk more now.
yeah.
So yeah, rose to that for being nice to a scared NPC.
Aw.
And certainly also a rose for Araxis being antagonistic
Hey,
and immediately
God.
starting a fight with one verbal confrontation.
hey, fuck you, rat.
Oh my God.
I hope they're doing
Just
okay though.
just incredible.
Blessings.
Yeah, just
Divine
that
blessing
was great.
upon you, friend.
Fucking highlights.
Hmm.
Yeah, and uh yeah, the I mean, Big Thorn for me is certainly the I did have to kind of rush it at the end where I was like, okay, we're not gonna do any of the stuff where you try and sneak through the party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had there was like one little thing, but I was like, if I try and do it, it's not gonna work. But yeah, missing you guys very quickly. Because I did look at the average damage because I wasn't looking at your HP, but then when you were like, "Oh my god, that's half my HP," and I was like, "Oh wow, if I did hit these guys, I would knock them down." Uh,
Yeah.
because the archers, if they are hiding and they hit from sneak, they stay hidden and they do an extra 3 damage.
Oh
Uh,
shit.
so
I'm
they
in
can
danger.
yes, they can do 9 damage in one
I'm
hit,
in danger.
which is most of your health,
Yep.
Yep.
if not all of your health for most of you.
Yep. That's
Uh,
all my health.
but they only get 1 attack, so it's just like the little peppering. So it went very much in your favor. But it was funny to look at that and be like, I mean, it says it's balanced in the book. Okay.
It must be legit.
It must be legit, and it is. And it is. But yeah, my thorn is that I didn't knock you out because I rolled bad the whole time.
Rude.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll a d6, and that's a 2. So Stella, did you give inspiration last time?
Dead.
Okay, so I'm gonna re-roll. That's a 3. That's me. I'm gonna re-roll. That's Stella again.
Oh my God.
Seth,
Hello.
did you give inspiration last time? No, because you received it.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, cool. You will give inspiration to someone, and that is a 4. Micah.
I think
Did you?
I gave last time.
Okay, cool. No, my God. I just need. Okay, Haley. There we go.
Hey.
Seth and Haley, you are giving inspiration.
Oh my god, my dog just flipped the fuck out.
Who didn't get it last time? Did you all get it last time?
I think I got inspiration last time because I had it on my character sheet.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know I did.
Okay, so it will go to Stella and Micah.
Yep.
Mm.
That was my vote.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Okay, sweet. I just dropped the trailer for that Pentiment game that you will see where I got some inspiration for that stuff. You can't really see it. It's in like one scene in the background, but yeah, it's an awesome game.
Cool.
Yeah, that's kind of it. I will be sending you guys another form that's about the kind of like bigger game stuff, and it will have like longer questions for you to like kind of write out. So if you like, instead of keeping the Google form open, if you want to like copy it and then write more, because it's like, yeah, it's basically like if you want to talk about your character at length for stuff.
Kyle says that game is good.
Yes, it's awesome.
Thank you, Earth Lettuce.
Thank you, Earth Lettuce.
Thank you.
Yeah, sweet. I think that's about it.
Cool.
From me. And so we'll do 2 weeks. And so you can make your characters 5th level, remake them, and Ada will be playing her regular Ada. So she's going to be higher level than you. But the rest of you guys will be 5th level.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Question for the gang before we leave. So I have been doing some digging, and I have the ability to upload this to Spotify and making this like an actual podcast. And it would be a audio only podcast. So they would not be able to see our darling faces, but that's what YouTube's for, and that's what Twitch is for. So I wanted to touch base with y'all, because this is a 6-person endeavor and not just me, and wanted to see if you wanted to be on Spotify and be Spotify famous.
Sure.
We're already
I'm
on
okay with
YouTube and shit.
I am on Spotify ×2.
Hell yeah!
Wow.
Hey, Graves Cleric, baby.
And then like my other music project that I can't remember the name of.
So cool.
Incredible.
I just wanted
I
to
love that.
ask y'all, but that was it. So thank you all.
Thank you.
I also
for
posted
asking.
something. I posted something in our
Huh?
What?
What?
In the Snapchat.
I said you fucking what?
Oh, I posted something in our Facebook chat that when you froze, Seth, you look like the guy who brings Patrick in on his back for the fry cook games on
Dude.
that episode of SpongeBob. The big guy that goes.
I'm loading this. What is this?
All right, guys, I gotta go. I'm fading quick.
All
Love
right.
you. I'll
Same
see you
piece.
soon.
Night, gang.
Good night, guys.
Bye. All right, gang. Well, shit. I here, fuck it. I'm gonna get back in the party. Cool. Kyle, as always, thank you for coming and hanging out. It was great to have you here once again. So yeah, you heard the gang. We're gonna be back in, so we say 2 weeks, but it's really next week. Anyway, there will be updates. I'm gonna be playing Baldur's Gate on Wednesday, as you know. But yeah, thanks for tuning in as always. And we will see you later, my dude. Peace out.